Hello, and welcome to the CUP Ringside. Well, part of the CUP Network, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things wrestling. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know, let's be some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently not drinking anything because I didn't grab anything, but that's okay because I still have my merch cup mug always nearby. Well, you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch. Period.
Well, ahoy there, matey. I am reaching way deep into the bag and pulling out a Paul Burchill because I am running out of impressions to do. I am resident number one CM Punk fan, and tonight's predictions are going to be extremely wild and unpredictable, just like a Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan.
You went way back for that. I don't even know if half the people are going to even know what that even means.
Hi, kids. Just to let you know, back in the year, I don't know, 2004, maybe 5, WWE decided it would be great to take a good catch-as-catch-can wrestler named Paul Burchill, and after they were done teaming him with William Regal, they said, let's make him a pirate! And of course, he, flew down with a rope into the ring from the stage, and then also ended up in several backstage segments involving little people, divas, pies, and cakes.
Wow.
Main event anywhere in the world.
That was not on my bingo card. I will say that. I just never.
Gotta keep you on your toes. I gotta bring some levity into this.
Just a little bit. Just ooh. I don't know where to come from that. How do we get back on track? Okay.
Predictions.
That's what we're here to talk about. SummerSlam predictions is happening this weekend, and we're going to talk all about it. We're going to give our predictions. We want to hear your predictions. You want to let us know what you think, who you think are going to win these matches, and if you're excited about SummerSlam, tell us all of that in comments below. But while you're in the comments below, leaving your predictions and your thoughts, hit the subscribe button as also, and then the notification bell so you won't miss when we drop a single video because this video will be out on Thursday on the 1st of August. So you should check that out. And then we'll be back on Sunday. Well, it'll be Monday when you see it, but to recap everything. What might come out Sunday night? I don't know. It depends on how early we do it. But we'll be back that weekend to recap everything and see if our predictions are right. We'll probably get more predictions from our panelists via our Discord channel, but we'll see what they do.
Hopefully we'll be regaling you with how amazing this show was. I think it's got a lot of potential. I feel there's a lot of potential. This is it's a simple card. It's a basic card, but I think that it has a lot of very intriguing story elements that I am hoping will lead to having a great show.
Okay. Well, while we're figuring all that out, before we jump into that, this is the network. We have the CUP Network. So we have 3 other channels that we would love for you to subscribe to and follow if you would like. Those links will be in our description below in our link tree. You can click all of those links as well as our audio podcast links where you can listen to us on the go, and our Patreon. If you can join our Patreon so you can get some extra content, some exclusive. That's the word I'm looking for. Exclusive content across all 4 channels and early access content across all 4 channels. So check out our Patreon, do all those things. We appreciate you. Now we're gonna get into SummerSlam because that's what we're here for. And that's Topher, you said it. It's a basic card, but a fun card, I think. And yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I did, like I said, y'all know how I do. I just put stuff in the order I just feel like putting it in. It's not in the order of the card. I don't know what the card is going to be, but we're going to talk about it and give our predictions. So up first is Damian Priest and Gunther. I'm very excited about this match, but I'm interested in seeing what you think, Topher.
Believe it or not, I actually think that this is the hardest to predict match.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Because yes, I Gunther winning here seems like the obvious choice. It seems like it's Gunther's moment, but also Damian Priest has been on a roll. I think
Mm-hmm.
that Damian Priest is just getting momentum. I think that
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest has so Damian Priest losing here does way more damage to Damian Priest in his career than Gunther losing here.
Mm.
Because all that would mean was that Damian Priest was just a really elongated transitional champion. And it does
Mm-hmm.
not serve well for and give Damian Priest the just dues that he deserves. And it's not to be, we're in a different time, right? So, like, you take champion, there's been a lot of times when you've had a champion that has lasted from WrestleMania to SummerSlam, and it's been
Right.
fine. But we are now in a days of longer champions.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Damian Priest necessarily needs to go all the way to WrestleMania, but I think that Gunther having to work a little bit harder for the belt would make the win mean more. And I think with the type of heat that Gunther has gained,
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest most definitely needs to go over in this match, especially because it
Mm.
behooves us to have a champion like Damian Priest in this modern era.
I couldn't agree with you more. I kind of really want Damian Priest to win this match. I think he needs to be a champion that sticks around for a minute because this is like he's been a really good champion. I've actually really enjoyed his reign thus far. Um, I I kind of feel like a Judgment Day turn on Damian is vastly approaching, and I don't know. I want to say Damian wins this match. But I also feel like the Judgment Day interference could cost Damian this match. And so they can have a story going into Bad Blood and the Bash at Berlin and all this other stuff that's coming up soon. And Gunther winning, it seems like it's the right next step. You know what I mean? In his career, it just feels like he's going to be champion one day. He's definitely going to be champion one day. And so it feels like this might be the right proper step in the rise of Gunther. And I wouldn't mind a Gunther championship. I don't hate the idea of a Gunther championship. I feel like he definitely deserves to be a champion. Unfortunately, I don't want it to be now because I really want to see Damien keep it and go on. But I just feel like they want this Judgment Day turn to happen right now. And oh,
I think it's a
oh,
better turn if Priest stays champion, though.
I
That's
do
that's the thing
too.
because you can get Finn Balor can be like Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Champion at the Bash at Berlin or whatever the next pay per view is
Mhm.
is a much better match than. Uh, you know what would have been a better match? Gunther versus Cody Rhodes, because Gunther is a phenomenal heel. Cody Rhodes is a solid babyface. Gunther can actually beat Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes we would all want to see beat Gunther. But you're booked into a corner. I ultimately think that they're going to do the wrong thing and they're going to put the belt on Gunther. But what stories is Gunther going to have as a champion?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. If this one is hard, this is very hard to predict, but the time has come so for we have to draw our line in the sand and pick who we think is going to win. So who do you think is going to win this match?
I am going to go against the grain, and I am going to say Damian Priest is walking out as World Heavyweight Champion,
Okay.
maybe by disqualification.
Maybe. Uh mm, I'm gonna have to eek. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna have to do it. I think Gunther is going to win. I think Gunther is going to win, and I hate that because I think it would be better if Damien did win, but I
Mm-hmm.
think Gunther is going to win. But the disqualification you just put out is really sticking in my head, though. I don't know. I don't know. Both could be right. Gunther wins, but by disqualification, Damien stays the champ.
I think the match is going to get thrown out in some way, shape, or form. I think that's the only way that you can do this. I think that it would be better for Gunther to win in his hometown than for him to win at SummerSlam. And I think that Priest needs a win on a stage like this because they are competing in a stadium. So this is
Ooh,
Priest's last match to prove himself.
ooh,
Um,
you're right. You're right.
so this is it. I'm going with Damian Priest. It's Damian Priest is walking out
Ooh.
champion. Maybe a schmoz finish, but Damian Priest will be the champion at the end of SummerSlam.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Gunther winning in Berlin is probably better. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Because also Gunther going into Berlin as a champion, then retaining would still be just as sweet.
It's a lot of
But
press with Gunther as the holding the belt. So you're
yeah,
right.
so we'll see.
Tough call. Going to be a
Uh,
great match.
it's gonna be a great match regardless, and I can't wait to see it. So
4.25 stars. Haven't even watched it yet.
period. Give me 14 of them. I'll take it. Don't even know what's in the happening. I want it all. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. If you have listened to the podcast with me in the past, you know how I feel about Braun Breaker. Um, I don't think they're gonna let this man lose twice. Sami
No,
Zayn.
it's this match. This is the snoozer of the card. Why? Because you know what? I thought it was the worst match on Money in the Bank, and I
Yeah,
can't believe they saw that whole Money in the Bank card and
and so
said,
let's
you know,
run it back.
yeah, you know what match we need to run back? This one. Okay,
No,
so no,
so many matches.
I don't like it. Braun Breaker's gonna win. And that's all I got.
hmm I agree with you 100%. I think this is. I mean, I thought he was going to win the last match. I was shocked by that, but I don't think they're going to let this man lose twice to Sami Zayn, no matter how much heart Sami Zayn has.
Correct.
Um, I just don't. I agree with you. I cannot believe they looked at the Money in the Bank and said, "Here's the match we need to run back and do again." That one, like
The
out of all the matches at Money in the Bank, that's the one.
only saving grace, I think this will be a quick one.
Yeah,
It's going to get the
yeah.
least amount of time. They're going to say, you know what? Let's just have Braun Breaker squash Sami Zayn.
We move because as quick as this match is going to be, that's all we need to talk about it. So. Up next, let's talk about Bailey and Nia Jax. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this graphic looks like Bailey versus Bianca, but okay.
Thank you.
Um,
You can say it. I can't say it.
I said it. Not that I mean Nia is very much a woman of color too, but this looks like Bianca. Like the way they got her face shaped, it ain't about the color. It's about the way they got her face shaped. She looked like Bianca
Right.
Belair, but okay. When I saw it, I pulled it up. I was like, "What? I look like Bianca." But anyway,
Confused.
very confused. But Bailey versus Nia, this match, I don't know.
It's got zero heat, doesn't it? Like we're
None.
going into it, and it could be a bigger story. But this is the problem. You
This is the
know,
problem.
like
They're not booking them.
why is Bailey is not a good face?
No,
That's it. Bailey is a
we,
natural heel.
we like her as a
Naya
heel.
is fine as a heel. She's great.
hmm
But it just is not it's not nothing about this match excites me, and I wanted to. Naya has been on a tear. She is unbelievable. She is in the
hmm
best run of her career.
hmm
Bailey is not. uh,
hmm
and that's where we're at. I think that there are plenty of other women that deserve this spot right now. And I think, you know what could end up happening? I think we could see Nia Jax squash Bailey,
hmm
get disqualified for squashing Bailey, and then Tiffany
Cash
Stratton
in.
comes out. Yep, it cashes in.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, we do know that they do not like the women that have the Money in the Bank briefcase for too long, and the only reason it wasn't cashed in on that day is because the women's champion didn't wrestle at
Yep.
Money in the Bank. So I could see that. I could see. You know what I can see? I'm gonna be
Mhm.
honest. I can see this match going for a minute. Bailey going back and forth, taking Nia to her limit. Nia ends up winning, but very exhausted afterwards. And then only to get a cash in by Tiffany on her friend, which would turn
Mm,
into a whole different story. Now Nia is like, wait, what? It's gonna push Bailey out of the way for a minute because honestly, I think she needs to be out of the way for a minute. But um like Nia gets hurt in the match and it's very obvious that she's hurt, and then Tiffany comes in and cashes in her Money in the Bank briefcase on Nia, which will cause a rift between Nia and Tiffany, which will give us an ongoing storyline going into Bash of Berlin or Bad Blood that's coming up. I
mm,
can see that. I can see
yeah,
that.
it is gonna
Hmm.
be spicy.
It can be interesting. It can. This match can have legs. This match can have some validity to
Yeah,
it if they do it right. And
can have
I feel
some
like
leg.
Tiffany Stratton cashing in on Nia Jax will be way better than her cashing in on Bailey.
Here's my prediction: Bailey to belly on Nia
Mm-hmm.
Jax from the top rope.
Ooh.
Superplex Bailey to belly, and the winner of this match is Tiffany Stratton.
So who wins and gets cashed in on?
Well, lately they haven't even been doing that, so I'm just gonna say they've just been cashing in and making them three ways.
Not
So
a three way.
we ain't even gonna get there. No,
Oh
I think
no.
I think that Bailey wins and Tiffany Stratton cashes in.
Okay.
Bailey wins after the massive Bailey to belly off the top rope, which is gonna rattle the ring, and it is going to Tiffany Stratton's gonna come in and cash.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is happening in a stadium too. Like that's super exciting. I really
Yeah.
hope that the Cleveland crowd brings this. I don't know how tickets have sold so well, but like this is going to have an elevated energy, which also I think will lead to having a cash in because they're going to try to make this show as exciting as possible. You have
Mm-hmm.
to, you've got to get the money's worth out of a stadium show, and to prove that SummerSlam is worthy of being 2 nights.
Yeah. Absolutely. My prediction is Nia wins, cash in by Tiffany Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it was. I always thought it was gonna be a cash in on this night because I agree with you. It's a big stadium. They need to show that SummerSlam is worthy of a 2 night event like WrestleMania. And how do you do that? You need to make it as suspenseful and shocking and big as possible. So
Correct.
and cash in for yeah, that's what I think too. But good match on good match. I think it'll be a decent match regardless. Up next, Logan Paul versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. This match has been building and building and building for some time now. One thing I will say, they gave them a good build up to this match, even though I still could care less about this match because I don't care much for either Logan Paul or LA Knight. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm just like, eh. But the build up has been good.
First off, I would like to read a statement from my lawyer that says this content creator, Topher, is in no way, shape, or form opining about the human being, Logan Paul, but is in fact just opining about the character of Logan Paul, which is in a contextual.
I signed it too for as a witness.
Which means that we are allowed to speak freely
Period.
without worry or fear of defamation
Mhm,
because
mhm, mhm,
we
mhm,
are criticizing and critiquing a fictional show.
mhm, mhm.
Um,
Um, oh well,
I like
yeah.
have
Go
no
ahead.
desire to watch this match. I have no desire to watch this match. It's not LA Knight's fault. In a way, it kind of is. I don't know. I feel like poor LA Knight has fallen so far behind. There has been a lot of things that have taken place, that have made it very difficult to enjoy or appreciate the character of Logan Paul, despite the fact that he puts on a great match every time. I do not think I do not think LA Knight is the perfect dance partner for Logan Paul. And I think this is going to be one of his worst matches. And I think LA Knight is going to win, and Logan Paul is going to ride off into the sunset for a very long time.
Well, all right. I okay.
Everything.
Just want to put that up. Everything that we say is alleged, so we cannot be
Allegedly.
allegedly. We cannot be. Did I cut you off? Oh my god, I did. I
No,
cut you off in the process.
man, that's okay. I don't need anybody to know my socials. That
Oh
was
well, that just because I put in the wrong one. Oop, there we
oh
go.
my God. Yes.
That's why that happened. Okay, but I do kind of agree with you. I
Right.
do I do kind of agree with you on that. I think um it's not going to be as it's not gonna be it ain't gonna give how we wanted to give, how we hoped it would give. It just I like I said, I think the build up was fine for this. I think they gave them a good build up for this match. They made it very personal where they were just like they just don't like each other and da 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 da. LA Knight's gonna win this match. Logan Paul is going to go and we won't see him for a while. Then he'll show back up, maybe a Bad Blood or something. Give it a pay per view or two, and he'll show back up.
Maybe
And
Logan Paul will use all of that crypto money to buy AEW.
who knows? Who knows? But I, I just know. I like I said, I don't. As much as I think the build up was fine, I still just don't care about this match. I don't care about the character that is Logan Paul, and I'm not too particularly fond of the character that is LA Knight. I'm just with the both of them at this point. But that's just me. That's just me. Mm.
We missed the chance to really strap the rocket to LA Knight because we were too
Yes.
busy having a 4-year long title reign with Roman
Yep.
Reigns that
Yep.
hindered any other superstars' potential for growth and a main event spot.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. As much as I do love my tribal chief, I agree. We move. CM. CM Punk up versus Drew McIntyre. I think I know where your heart is, Topher. With the special guest referee of Seth freaking Rollins. I'm gonna let you go first. I feel like you
This
have a lot to say about this.
this has been the rivalry of the year.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be match of the night. This has been incredible. This I have waited so long for these two to lock horns. The back and forth, the amazing use of social media, the fact that like they truly have made me believe that they hate each other. My only worry is
Seth
that
Rollins.
because of Seth Rollins being in this
Mm-hmm.
match, this is going to be a schmoz, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I think that Seth Rollins does add a lot to this match, and Seth Rollins does have reasons to hate both McIntyre and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that this feud continues on. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what these group puts together. I have never been as excited for a match as I am for this one. I have been so eagerly awaiting these two locking horns, and here we are. They both hate each other. They're both brutal, solid fighters. Let's effing go.
I feel you. Like I've been saying, I could not wait for this rival to finally get in the ring together since Royal Rumble. Like ever since Royal Rumble, I was like, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. They have to clash. We need them in a match. CM Punk, of course, got hurt, so that had to be delayed for a while. And then we saw Drew go on this amazing run of just in his villain era. Like, it was the best villain era. He was just constantly on socials, constantly putting out stuff, constantly like antagonizing CM Punk, only for us to have CM Punk come back and totally get some revenge on Drew McIntyre and screw him out of champion after champion. And it's just like, oh, so good. And then we get McIntyre quitting and then beating up CM Punk. And it's just the build up, the suspense, the want, the need to have these two men in the match and fight was there. It is evident. I'm totally bought into they can't stand each other. They hate each other. They need security to keep them apart. Like I totally bought into that. I agree. The Seth freaking Rollins of it all. A little bit, I don't know. Because Seth has a reason to hate both of them, like you said. You don't like Drew, you definitely don't like CM Punk. And I want to see Seth and CM Punk get into it and have their feud. I want to see that. But I don't know if I want to see that with him as a guest referee. I'm sure that's going to kick off some stuff, and I'm
Mhm.
fine with that. I just don't know what they're going to do with Seth being in the mix and how that's going to, work or affect the match. But like I told Brooke yesterday on the wrap up, I would not mind this feud going on all the way up into Mania, but off and on throughout. Like, give let them fight. Not at Bash of Berlin. I don't know if they need to fight in Berlin, but like at Bad Blood for
Oh,
sure.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. I'm planning on going to Bad Blood, so because it's in Atlanta, so
Ooh.
I want to go. I plan on going. But I
Time.
would love to see that. I would love to see that. But it would be amazing if this feud continued throughout and maybe even up until Mania. I don't know. I'm not either way, or making it even going, having it at Survivor Series or something. Maybe they have their all up to Survivor Series. That'd be fine too. I don't care. I just want this feud to happen. Then I need Seth and CM Punk to happen, and then I need CM Punk. I mean, and then I need Drew and Seth to happen. Like all the different combinations between these three, I just need to happen, and I
Mm.
need them to happen separately. And as long as we can get them, I'm okay with that. I enjoy this so much. I can't. This is the match I want to
Yep.
see the most. I hope it's not first because I feel like that'll just take away all the momentum of the show if they're first.
Oh, agreed. It
But
almost it would almost be the match that should go on last. And
it,
I love that they proved that you don't need a title to have a good
nope,
match or a
nope.
championship to have a good match, which means that actually building into a wrestler's character and
Hmm.
story, which is the reason we all watch, like is important. So
Absolutely,
this is great.
absolutely. I can't wait for it to happen. But who are you thinking is going to come off winning this match? What is
Oh,
your
I gotta go
prediction?
with CM Punk. I love Drew McIntyre in every capacity, and I would root for Drew McIntyre against anybody else. But I 100% in his first official match
Yep,
back on television.
yep.
The Royal Rumble is not a one-on-one match, and he versus Dominic Mysterio and a house show. But his
Right.
first official match back on television, I need a CM Punk win here.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It gotta be CM Punk at this point. It just gotta be. I can't see it being anybody else. Up next, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley.
This is also a hotly anticipated match. They've done such a phenomenal job with this.
Mhm.
Like Liv with her promo on Raw with the fire and the burning of the clothes. Liv has gone from being the obsessive girlfriend to I'm going to steal your boyfriend to now she is the psycho ex.
Mm-hmm.
Liv is playing up these roles in a phenomenal way and is leaning
Mm-hmm.
into the caricature of it, and it is incredible. And it lays the groundwork for Rhea Ripley to be the most over
Yeah.
female that the company has ever seen, which she is. Which she is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm very very excited for this match, and I cannot wait. And I hope that we see Rhea Ripley walk out as World Heavyweight Champion or
I don't
World
think that's
Champion.
yeah. What was I don't think it's happening. I think Liv is retaining, and I think it's going to be because of Dominic. And I think Dominic is going to come out and show the world why he truly is Dirty Dom. Um, I think a Dirty Dom flip on Rhea Ripley so Rhea could be fully over as a face without Dominic is going to be what I think is going to happen. I think all this woman scorned, I hate you, I don't want to be with you, I never want to be with you is all the act to get Rhea in a place of I got you comfortability spot. And I think Rhea is going to fall into that trap and Dom is going to turn on her. And I think Liv, that's how I think Damien is going to get turned on by Finn, and Dom is going to get turned, and Rhea is going to get turned on by Dom, and Rhea and Damien are going to be ousted from the
Oof.
Judgment Day, and it's going to be Liv and Dom and Finn running the Judgment Day.
And this is how Carlito becomes the head
Yep.
of the table.
But this is how he steps on right on up. And yeah, I think Liv is retaining. And it's going to be a show. I'm excited about this match as well because of what could happen.
Yeah. And they're going to give them a lot of time too, so it's going to be really good. I'm excited. This is one of these the aside from Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, this is my second most excited for a match on the card.
Yeah, absolutely. And last but definitely not least is the match that a lot of people care less about. Uh, it's Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes for the championship
In the main event.
in the main event.
Like, it's okay. This is going to be, if we don't get the return of Roman Reigns, or better yet, the return of The Rock, who just finished filming his movie, then this match going on last will severely disappoint me, because now I'm literally just anticipating a Roman return, like more likely a Roman return. Like, if you were going to do anything less than give me a Roman return, I will be upset and sad, and that's going to be very misfortunate for Cody Rhodes winning this match.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. If I felt like, especially after how they left SmackDown last Friday, when Solo was calling out Cody and Roman, if we're not getting a Roman return at this SummerSlam, or a Rock return, or something to either break up this coalition of the bloodline or solidify this coalition of the bloodline, it would make no sense for this match to be the main event. You know, so I don't know if Cody's gonna win this.
Cody is winning this match. This is going to be a good match. It's going to be great, but I don't see a new WWE champion Solo Sikoa. No, not yet. Not yet. Come on. You know what I need? I need Solo Sikoa to have a feud with somebody that is not Cody Rhodes. I mean, yes, he's had he had the John Cena feud, he had all of that, but I need him to have a level up feud. Solo Sikoa being the replacement for Roman Reigns and the proxy for Roman Reigns in this Cody Rhodes feud, I feel like is not doing him justice. And so I would like to see and to be part of a group of like, oh, our group is facing Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Like, why did we not get, like, I need a better, like, where is Randy Orton? Why is he not on this card? Where's Kevin Owens? Why is he not on this card? So yeah, so I would like to see. I think Cody Rhodes needs to win this, and I think Solo Sikoa needs a little bit more work. But yes, I do partake. I think Roman Reigns could interfere and cost Solo Sikoa this match.
That was where I was about to go. I think maybe Cody wins by disqualification, because somebody comes in and interferes, costs them the match. I mean, I'm still waiting on Jimmy to come back. You know what I mean? And it ain't unlike Jimmy to break up a match and ring the bell in a hooded black hoodie, So I'm still looking for Jimmy. So Jimmy can come back, Roman can come back, The Rock, somebody. I'm gonna put Cody down as the winner, but it won't be a clean win. I don't think it'll be just a win, just he just pinned Solo 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
We're just getting in. Dun, 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 dun. Fingers up.
I would love it, honestly, if that happens. It's just like, okay, cool. Let's just do what it do. And I mean, it has to do something, because I feel like, as much as I am a bloodline girly, and I still will always be a bloodline girly, I feel like this story is starting to run very, very stale, and they need to figure out how to either spice it up or let it go.
Yep. I think The Rock coming back, and I think The Rock coming back as a heel, and I think The Rock putting down Cody Rhodes' title reign and making and talking a lot of smack about how you won the belts, but you haven't been able to carry the company. Everybody thinks I mean, I think that is going to fire up the IWC. And I think that, The Rock is going to look and go, I looked at the ratings for the last couple of weeks, and I said, I have a brilliant idea of how to make Cody Rhodes an even bigger star. I'm going to turn heel and take over being the face of the show.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. The Rock come back for another run.
Oh, it'd be perfect. And I think that's what we need. I think that's a solid blood feud.
I mean, him taking the bet off of Cody so we can have a Roman Reigns Rock at WrestleMania like they planned it and wanted it in the beginning. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right. So
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
This is going to be a good show. I'm excited for it. This got me a little hyped. So
the more I talk about it, the more I like. This is why I like doing prediction podcasts, because I'm like going into it and watching it and seeing it form. I'm like, all right. But once we get the full thing, and we don't know, I don't think they're going to add any matches on Friday. I don't think they'll add another match to the card. But if they do, we'll discuss it at the recap.
We will be here. We will see.
But like doing this podcast, doing the prediction, it makes me go, okay, all right. That works for me. I could see, I can get excited about it now. Now I can get excited. So I am excited, and we'll see what happens. But after all that, I think we discussed it all. We're as good as it's gonna get for us. But we will be back, like I said, to talk about the recap on we'll be here on Sunday. You'll probably get it on Monday. And we'll talk about all the things. Who's right, who's wrong. We'll see what our other panelists say. And as they give us their predictions, and see who's going to be the SummerSlam heel of the week, of the month, or whatever. I don't know what we're doing. But we're going to be here. We'll be back. But hit the subscribe button while you're here. We appreciate you watching. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know anytime we can drop a video. And we are here every week for our Wrestling Weekly wrap up. So check all those videos out as well. And check out our other channels as well. And follow them, subscribe to those channels as well if you are interested in the things that we talk about on all of those other channels. Join our Patreon, get some early access and some exclusive content across all four channels, and join our audio podcast. Links are they're also down there, so you can follow us and listen to us on go on anywhere anywhere where you get your podcasting, from. You can check us out on there as well, and you can get your cup merch, not limited to, but including the cup mug. Get your merch. We appreciate you, and we're gonna get out of here. So, cheers,
Cheers.
y'all.
Let your cup
Cheers.
over.
Do you believe, Topher?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Period.